Welcome to the Bar Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe. If you love the topics that we're talking about today, feel free to just share your own comments. We can argue about it down low. You feel me? It don't matter, bro. Just show some love, Feel comfortable. Mi casa, su casa. Let's go.
Best teams in the East and West right now in basketball. Who is your dark horse teams and who is your best teams in the East and West right now?
Definitely Boston. For people who don't know it out there, diehard Celtics fans since I was a little boy.
Boston.
So I'm happy to see us right now, 16-4, top of the league. I'm happy to see us right now, but just gotta see where it's gonna be at by the end of the season. Injury could stop anything. But after that, I got Milwaukee, of course.
That's the dark horse?
Nah, that's just like top teams, Milwaukee, Cavs. But that's the top three, but they actually look like a top three right now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they really dominating within spurts because it's just the beginning of the season, but they just showing like flashes of possibility in the playoffs. Who you got for your top?
I feel like same as you, the best teams in the East, best team in the East, I feel like it's the Celtics just because I feel like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown last year, just playing in the finals, it really just did something to them. To now they like killers now. They look like grown men now.
Jason Tatum, I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. That's the MVP. For all
sure.
the people out there who don't believe it, it's the MVP. It's going to be the MVP, and you're not going to be able to tell me anything different. All right, my best in the West right now would have to be Phoenix because they got so much injury, but still able to be the number one team in the West. Then you got Memphis just because they had a lot of injuries, and they still able to be the number 3 team in the West. And the reason I'm not speaking on the Nuggets is because, they the Nuggets. I don't know. Me personally, they the Nuggets. My third team would have to be, Golden State. Even though they had the 9th seed, they would still have to be Golden State would be the third best team in the West.
Are they outside the playoff picture, Golden State?
They're in the play-in right now, the 9th seed.
They would be in the play-in game. I feel like my dark horse for the East would be the Cavs. Just because I feel like Donovan Mitchell, he's left the Utah. He wants to show what he can do, man. I feel like that interview with Shaq did a while ago, where he called him out and said, "I don't think you can lead a team." I think that really did something to him, and now he's shown he can lead a team. He got some killers behind him, Darius Garland and all that. He's averaging 23 and 8 right now.
Think about Donovan Mitchell though. He's always did this though. Been like the offensive power of a team. Yeah, that's his thing though.
Yeah, but in the playoffs, his teammates haven't helped him out in the playoffs.
He doesn't help his teammates out in the playoffs with his terrible playmaking ability. He's not a great passer to the point where if his shot's not falling, he's not going to find anybody else. And I'm not giving Utah an excuse because the Mike Conleys and the Royce O'Neals and the people that were over there definitely did sell him. But you still have pieces that you can use better on your team.
You just named all these pieces though that sold them.
I mean, I feel like Rudy Gobert could have touched the ball more when he was there because they had a system to where it was hard for them to guard their guard play. Why not use the big when he gets the mismatches in the one-on-ones?
I ain't gonna lie, Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, he's not the best offensive player. We know that.
Yeah,
but he can turn around and dunk the ball. He's still 7'1".
My thing, he had Butterfinger. For all of you who play basketball with big
That's very true.
He had Butterfingers and missing lobs and all that. If you 6'11", 7 feet, you can't be. I don't feel like you be doing all that. And I feel like he was having 30, 36. I feel like he was doing what he was doing in the regular season. Or you feel like he was getting his teammates involved in the regular season?
I feel like he scored way more in the playoffs. I feel like he looked to score way more in the play. I feel like as soon as it gets to the playoffs for D Mitch, he turns into this MJ mentality type of dude. Like, I'm going to score us into a championship. I'm going to get us there based off my shooting, my scoring. And that's what the problem was with JB and Jason Tatum. And you see how far they went when they learned how to share the rock and care more about the defensive side of the game and just let the offense come to them. You get what I'm saying? In a way. But I can see why you say that, though. I do like to see the Cavs. I can see why you call them the dark horse. They beat us twice this year already. So I can see why you call them the dark horse for real. My dark horse in the East would probably have to be Indiana. Just because Tyrese Halliburton, he's looking like probably the best true point guard in basketball right now. He done took the title over Chris Paul, in my opinion. But then after that, I'll have to go Orlando just because I don't know. I just believe in Paulo. I believe in Paulo, and I feel like when he come, when
like
he
that Paulo kid.
Yeah, when he feels like he needs to make the playoff or make a run to have a good record this year, if he wants to do that, I feel like they can do that. If he wants to start averaging 30 for a spurt of games, I feel like he's capable of doing that.
What are they in? What are they in?
Oh, they're bad. They're number 14 right now. They lost a good amount of games without him.
It's only 15 teams.
He was gone. He was gone like for probably like 5 games, probably 5 or 6 games. It was probably more than that, but I'm just trying to keep it small.
I'm liking the Pelicans in the West. For like Zion, he's gotten in shape. Brandon Ingram, they took their tights off. I feel like when you wear tights in the game, Paul George took his shit off too. I feel like when you wear tights in the game, they just mess up like your knee rotation, like and how hard you're able to play. You thinking about way too much. Like, damn, am I looking good? Am I looking good? No, niggas is going out and hoop now. CJ McCollum, he looks good as a third option. I feel like that's what he is. He's a third option scorer. You know, Zion be that number one.
Third option?
Brandon could kind of interchange.
So CJ done got to the point where niggas calling him a third option?
I feel like he's a good third option.
Damn. I can see why you say that though, because but it's crazy because when he's by himself, he hoops. When people get hurt, he hoops. But it's like when he's on the court, his shots just stop falling for some reason.
I don't feel like you can have CJ your second or first option. I feel like we saw that with the Blazers. I feel like
well, that's because they try to go double short.
If he's not hitting, then he's not bringing nothing else to the game. And if that's your second score or first score, then you're not gonna have much success there. But Zion, he takes high percentage, efficient shots by the rim. Brandon Ingram, 6'11", 6'9", can get to his spots, pull up anywhere he wants to.
For sure.
And he can do that. And my dark horse had to be like Grizzlies or the Nuggets. I don't feel
dark
like
horse though.
I don't feel like the Grizzlies are a dark horse just because they got Ja Morant. So
right.
Is that? But
Can't
I feel like the Nuggets, like you just kind of.
I just basically shitted on them
to the side. I feel like Jamal Murray's hurt last year. Jokic, Porter, who they had? They got Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
KCP.
Yeah, KCP. You know, they second in assists right now. I feel like they move the ball pretty well. So that always help them in the future though, for sure.
My dark horse for the West would probably have to be Golden State, because I feel like everybody sleep on them right now. Even though Clay is kind of washed. I mean, I'll be the first to say
I feel like folks play them serious because they was the champs, and that's why they're not able to really have so much success.
I feel like they just finally started losing games, and then the media got to them for a little bit, kind of how like the media always get to the Lakers, and they finally start hitting them, and they just start losing games. But Curry was still Curry every game. So that just made it seem like, oh, we can still win games if we start hooping. These role players. Andrew Wiggins was still being Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah.
But
everybody else kind of took kind of went down in stats. Draymond, the 3 young players they had.
I mean, people want Jordan Poole to average 30 points. He's not going to average 30 points. He's giving you, I think, 15 and like 9. And that's cool. Like, he's giving you 15 and 9 type games.
That's not cool, though.
That is cool for a role player coming off the bench. You got Klay Thompson. You got Klay Thompson, Stephen Curry, Andrew Wiggins, all these niggas on the same goddamn team, and you waiting on this young ass nigga to come off the bench and save you. You want to save this nigga. You want him to save you. No.
I feel like he has to save Klay. I feel like Klay,
exactly. That's what you need to say then. That's what you need to say. He needs to save Klay. Because I'm getting tired of people trying to come for Jordan Poole as if he needs to be this juggernaut every game. He does not have to be a juggernaut every game. He's a 6-man. He needs to play a 6-man role. And on the Warriors, a 6-man ain't never averaged over 10. So we don't need to be trying to make him average that many points. He's good in spurts. And in the playoffs, he's going to show his ass.
You're paying him to
produce. When have the Warriors ever needed a 6-man to save them in the season? Never. He's gonna show up in the playoffs.
I'm not asking to save. I don't need you to just produce more. Just be better than you was last year. That's all it is. Be better than you was last year.
And I got the Lakers as my dark horse as well. And it's impossible to be better as he was last year because that was his payday year. He was trying to get paid. Now that he's got paid, he's succumbing to his role. He's not gonna be better than Curry because he's never gonna start over Curry. So why would he be out there trying to be better than Curry?
need him to be the
He's
second.
not a superstar. He's not a superstar for them. But he could be a superstar
doesn't
anywhere
have
else in the
talent.
league.
He doesn't have talent to be a superstar in the league. You know
That's just your opinion. I think he does have talent to be a superstar. I think he's not a superstar for the Warriors, and I think a lot of people don't get an opportunity to be the superstar for the Warriors
You don't feel
because
like
they've had the same superstars, and these would be the people that take the blame for L's, not Jordan Poole. But trying to get on the Lakers being my second dark horse just because they went 5-6 and 5 out of their last 6, so without Bron, and then just won 2 games in a row with Bron. So I'm just seeing them playing a little bit better right now, and hopefully they can make the playoffs. Not too much to say about them for real. I don't want to, I don't want to start popping it for them, and they just.
At these Jordan Poole stats.
What he average? 16 and what?
16-4, bro.
16-4. When has anybody in the world ever complained about 16-4 coming off the bench? I've never heard of it. He's shooting probably 88% from the free throw line. Let me go look up Jordan Poole's stats.
What's one from 3?
What he shooting from 3? What's he shooting from 3?
He's shooting 31 from 3. That's terrible.
That probably is terrible. He shoots a lot of bad threes. He could definitely have a way better percentage.
Last year, he averaged 16. That's what I just need him to average at least 20.
He literally
come off the bench. They paid you $120 million. I feel like if you can't get me 20 off the bench, then I don't know why you're having this conversation.
Who else is averaging 20 off the bench in the league?
Don't most six-mans of the year average about?
Name one 6-man who's averaging 20 points per game right now, other than Benedict Mathurin, who should be starting for the Pacers. I don't think that he's averaging.
Jordan Poole, he come off the bench, but he doesn't play bench minutes, and his skill.
He gets taken out of the game a lot when he starts playing crazy. He plays depending on how good Klay Thompson plays. I think that's what it is, and I think he takes on a facilitating role when he comes in. He's a little out of control sometimes, but he takes on a facilitating role. I think I would rather have Jordan Poole than Russell Westbrook. That's my 6-man.
That's not a debate.
So there we go. I mean, I don't see why people are trying to make it seem like he's playing terrible basketball. He's not.
Comment who you think are the best teams in the East or the West, and your dark horse in the East or West as well.